All right, part two, we're going to set up this device so you can actually get Wi-Fi out of it. So first step, I'm going to do a factory reset. So what you're going to do here, you're going to first pry this thing out, use your fingernail to pry it up and slide it out. And yeah, I already have it plugged in. As you could see down here, it's going to this PoE injector. Of course, you could use a switch too if you have on hand, but it's going out from the PoE port. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, so that's important. You got it on the right one right there. So easy to do. Gonna use your paper clip, hit the reset button, hold it for like 5 seconds inside any more, and maybe do it for 8 seconds at the most, but you don't want it to be too long, otherwise you're going to put it in a TFTP mode, which we don't want. 3, 4, 5, and there you're going to see the blinking. So right there, release, and it's going to do a factory reset. Like I said, don't hold it for more than 10 seconds, otherwise you're going to put it in a weird TFTP mode, which will be useful if you're trying to do a firmware update. But yeah, so let's get it. Alright, so we're going to fire up the app real quick and open up device discovery, bottom to a scan. As you can see, how you have to plug it into the router in order to first do this. Go to the back, scan the QR code, and boom. Follow the prompts, join, connect to AP. It's this simple. I kid you not. Although, to be very honest, if you have more than one access point, I recommend setting up a controller software or pairing this to the controller. So, all right, so yeah, just tap on these devices. You could see, boom, it's standalone. It doesn't technically need a controller, and this is great if you just have one device. So here you can go through, check the firmware update, radios and such. You can change set this to 80, by the way. I highly recommend doing that. Transmit power, channel. You can tweak that if you really want to. So, and here you can go to the network names and change it. So it's really nice. Yeah, and you can change the different Wi-Fi names per channel. I like to do that. It's just something that is very good in my experience to do. Okay, real quick, I'm going to show you though, if you have more than one access point, you're better off setting up a controller. So just install it off of any computer. The computer doesn't have to be running 24/7, so you can just literally install it on your laptop. It'll launch in a browser, and here you're going to just go to the setup wizard. You're going to go here to devices on the left hand side, and then here you're going to see the device, click on here and click on adopt. It's that simple. Now if you don't see this device on the list, do a factory reset again, do a reboot. It should show up here in a few minutes, and we are all set to go. Now before we wrap it up, a couple things we need to do. Go to settings on the bottom left hand here. You're going to go to Wi-Fi, and here you're going to tweak some Wi-Fi settings. So you're going to go to the main network name that you have here. Advanced, let's set the names to whatever you want. Set this to 5 gigahertz. Click on apply, bottom right. This applies to all access points, which is why I really like this whole mechanism. Here you're going to create another network name. We're going to name it slow, and you're going to go down to advanced. Here's where you set 2.4 gigahertz, and again, it's going to be applying to all APs, and you just click on apply down below, and you are off to the races. Obviously, you have to set the Wi-Fi name. The very last step is you're going to create a separate Wi-Fi network for each access point. So yeah, we'll go here and name this, let's say living. And the reason behind this is because there's a lot of devices out there, and we're going to use 2.4 gigahertz only. But, and here's where you're going to create a brand new AP group, and you're going to select only the specific access points you want this Wi-Fi network name to be in. So the reason we're doing this is because I've had this problem with a lot of, it doesn't matter. I've had this problem with a lot of IoT devices like Ring cameras, and some people have said with smart bulbs that they just frequently disconnect multiple times. And the problem is that when you have two access points, at 2.4 gigahertz, it has a further reach, and sometimes these devices will pick up both networks from each of these access points. So if you have 2 or 3 in your home and they're all near the sensor is going to get confused and it's just going to give up and not connect to Wi-Fi. So I've seen this happen. This is what I just do. I just create this separate Wi-Fi network name, give it a password and everything, and this way it'll show up on your phone. It'll automatically apply to just the AP, the access point you select here. So again, making a Wi-Fi network for each extra device, and this is going to be for IoT devices. So you also don't want to make this SSID invisible. You want it to be shown, just a quick heads up. But yeah, this is just a small little tweak in order to get all of your devices happy. It's really not a big deal. So, let's say you got a couple Ring cameras, you're going to connect each of them to whatever is closer to that device. So you select the wireless network, only broadcasting on that specific access point. So I hope this helps. I hope I didn't confuse anyone, but yeah, it's just an added extra step. But one of the reasons I love this is that usually all of these settings apply to all of the access points here, so it's super nice and convenient. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. I hope this helps. You guys can get up and running. If you have any comments, drop them down below. Maybe I can remake the video if it's still not clear enough. But yeah.